Welcome to the Hope Chase. Welcome back to the channel. Disregard the mess in the back. Welcome to the shit show. Who the hell am I? I'm Angie, and this is India, my puppy child. I was a junkie for 17 years. I was in active addiction for 20 years, but I was a heroin addict for 17 of those 20. Now I'm in my 5th year recovery. Fucking crazy. Bananas. Thought it was impossible. Never thought it was going to happen. Absolutely crazy. The biggest struggle of my journey so far in the past 5 years has been timing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. I am a firm believer in divine timing. You can't make anything happen. We can't rush anything. If you don't know my story, a big part of it is that both of my parents died at the end of 2019, which kind of acted as a catalyst to me essentially starting to work on myself after I stopped using, because I stayed miserable for a long time after I stopped using dope. After I lost my parents, I lost absolutely everything. It was a really, really bad probate situation. My life was literally like a Jerry Springer episode. I had people, taking me to court, doing things behind my back, selling things that were mine. I couldn't afford a lawyer. It was just a really, really bad probate situation. And I essentially lost everything. Every single thing I've ever had in my entire life was lost. Where I was at in my life, I was literally still strung out. I didn't have a cent, a dollar, a penny, a peso to my name. I lost any kind of security I had. I lost any kind of financial support I had. Been trying the past 5 years to start literally from nothing. I had to start living on just a few $100s a month. And thank God I was in Mexico, because I would not have ever been able to survive anywhere else in the world on just a few $100s a month. During quarantine time, there was no Zoom, anything. I didn't have any technology, no phone, no laptop, no nothing. I've had to start my life over from absolutely nothing. So over the past several years, one of the biggest struggles has been timing for me, because I want it all to happen like yesterday. I want the financial fucking stability. I want to be able to have the freedom to do what I want. I haven't been able to step foot off of this island because I haven't had the money to do so. I've had to work for 200 pesos a day, which is about $10 or less per day, in order to survive. I'm a convicted felon, so it's incredibly difficult for me to find work. I didn't have a laptop until just last year, so working online was kind of not an option. Incredibly difficult to find jobs online too, by the way. They don't tell you that. I thought it would be easy, but it's so fucking hard. I also forget that I'm a convicted felon and that I have over a 10-page criminal record, but I digress. Even during the last several years, I have spent days without money to buy food, not having any drinking water for myself. I look back now and I realize that of course it was supposed to happen, because I needed to be humbled. I had to reach out to people and ask for help. I fucking hate asking for help. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Even though I truly believe that and I trust that, there's still that nagging thinking in the back of my brain that's like, oh, but why can't it happen when I want it to happen? And this is true for, I think, every recovery story, because we all want everything so quickly. Addiction trains our brain to think that everything has like this instant gratification. That's just not life. What more can I do to get this fucking going? Let's go. I'm ready. Let's go. But I know better. See, these are the things. When it comes to changing your thinking and changing your mindset, it's like you still have these thoughts. It's not about thinking positive all the time. It's about knowing the difference between what's actually true and what's not. This shit ain't easy. This shit is fucking hard. Trusting that everything is going to happen for you, knowing that you can't rush anything, that you can't make anything happen. Knowing that it's going to come when it's supposed to come, but at the same time, wondering where the fuck is it? It's so difficult. I mean, I didn't even have a bank account until after my parents died. So me thinking back in 2021 that I could just start sharing my story and start making money doing it while simultaneously helping people and spreading awareness was kind of delusional. It was delusional. I mean, I'm kind of queen delusion over here, let's be honest. Then I started my podcast in January of 2023, and I had people reaching out to me, like people that I hadn't talked to in years back from Boston would be like, oh, I'm listening and it's gonna blow up. Like, this is amazing. You're doing a great job. Keep doing. Like, I had such high hopes, and don't get me wrong, I plan on getting back to the podcast. Trust me. There's over a year's worth of episodes. It just wasn't getting any traction. And I'm like, how do people make money off podcasts anyways? Like, how is that even possible? I don't know. Starting over 40 is fucking hard. It's hard. Starting over from nothing, like with nothing, is fucking hard. Everything that I own, I think, fits into 2 suitcases, which is fine. I don't need anything right now. I have everything that I need right now, which is amazing, and I'm fucking grateful. There were days over the past several years where I was what am I talking about? Every single day for the past 3+ years, I had to go grocery shopping with my calculator in my hand and try to add up every single penny, and usually not have enough money when I get to the register, even after adding it all up. The most uncertain times is when you don't have any money to survive. I mean, really, what else could I do but trust that it was going to get better? Cut to today, and my social medias have been kind of taking off. I was finally able to pay for a VPN, which is a virtual private network. Yo, VPNs, sponsor me. Where's my sponsorship at? The reason I had to get a VPN was because I'm in Mexico. So me making posts on social media, it was only getting shown like in Mexico. It wasn't hitting my target audience. Like 80% of the people that listen to the podcast are in the States or in Canada or in different countries that speak English. I mean, if I'm in Mexico posting things on social media, usually it ends up in Mexican internet. So now that this is happening, I'm like, your girl's got to get monetized. We got to get this girl monetized on YouTube. Just want to spread awareness and gain exposure. I could feel it in my bones that like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is how I know that me losing everything was supposed to happen. Was because me back then was so entitled. I was such a bitch. I was the girl that would fight with the employees for getting her drink wrong or for having to wait in line. I was the impatient, annoying, entitled customer everywhere I went. I would think that I was right in everything and I would fight everyone. I was such a bitch. I was so entitled. So I know today that I was supposed to lose everything because the gratitude that I have for the littlest things is crazy. This fucking latte? Are you kidding me? I can buy lattes for myself today. Fucking crazy. Life is such a trip. Such a trip. Trust the process. It sounds so corny and so cliche, and sometimes I get aggravated at myself for even thinking it. But it's so fucking true. It's so true. It's the not knowing that drives me bananas. I'm sitting in an apartment, standing in an apartment, drinking a fucking latte that I was able to buy myself this morning with my AC on, which I could barely even pay for last year, with a roof over my head. There's food in my fridge, and I have a happy as hell dog, puppy child, India. I'm grateful for all of these things. Then the little devil in the back of my brain goes, but it would be so much better with more money. One of my videos on Instagram, somebody was like, how did you handle the financial, building yourself up? I don't remember it verbatim, obviously, and I was like, I don't know. I'll let you know when I figure it out, because I'm so far from the financial freedom or the financial stability that I'm craving and that I want in my life. I was like, I don't know, bro. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Because truly, if you are on this journey like I'm on this journey, and you're trying to rebuild your life, truly anything is fucking possible. Once you walk away from the chains, from the despair, from the misery that was holding you back, we don't have any more excuses. There's no fucking excuse as to why you're not working for what you truly want, because it's fucking possible. And this is a huge reason why I wanted to just start recording this, because I want to take you with me. I'm been talking about writing a book for like fucking 2.5 years now. I'm trying to build this whole new life for myself, and I want to take you with me. But the fear of me pressing record keeps holding me back. So that's why we're just trying to get monetized. I'm just going to keep pressing record, even if I have nothing to say. So I apologize in advance if I'm saying a whole lot of nothing. But I promise it'll all be worth it. Can I promise it won't be boring? I don't know if I can promise that, because this is what I was praying. Time out. Time the fuck out. This is a good reminder. What you're living right now, the life that you have right now, is probably a life that you wished for at some moment in time in the past. Like for me, I used to daydream and pray for a day that I'd be living alone by myself, self-sufficient in a way. I mean, I'm not financially stable at this point, but I am self-sufficient today in this way that I can pay for my food and the roof over my head, and I have a happy puppy child, and I am grateful for that. And I prayed for this day. I prayed for this life that I have right now. It's a good reminder of how things change. And it's a good way to practice gratitude. Welcome to the shit show. I hope you'll stick around. We're doing big things around here. I promise. I hope you come for the ride. Like and subscribe. Okay, that's all. Thanks, bye. I love you. Mama's gotta make some money. You gotta make some money, honey. Trying to fan me while I'm on the fucking... This is just...